My name is Akankshya Upadhyay and I am your English instructor. In today's class, we will be solving the exercise portion of Unit 11, which is describing an object or a place, talking about present. Let's begin. Let's begin our chapter by reading an experience of the writer about eating oranges. The experience is titled, How Fruits Taste the Best. When I was 10 years old, my mother took me to Siangja. It was during winter vacation. My brother, Purva, who was 14 years old, was also in our excursion. Mother told us to respect nature and learn where our food comes from. She added, fruit tastes better when we get it ourselves. To learn more and enjoy delicious oranges, we headed towards an orchard. After an hour of walking, we reached the place where we saw orange trees loaded with ripe and tempting oranges. I still remember the taste and the smell of those nectars. Many large and small, green and ripe oranges were blooming and shining. I felt as if the big and small trees were welcoming us, bowing with juicy, sweet oranges, green leaves, and prickly thorns. An attractive orange that was the size of a cricket ball seized my eyes. It was plummy and pulpy. Although the prickly stem ends scared me, I could imagine the juice inside it. Only thinking of the tiny seeds and delicious juice inside could tempt anyone. I smelt it and imagined the sweet honey-filled nectar inside. My mother warned us not to pick the hard and green ones as they could be sour. If you bite, your mouth may explode in little spurts of sourness, she reminded. My brother enjoyed many oranges sitting in a corner which was just beside the orange tree. My mother, whose childhood had passed in that particular area, was rather excited. She was busy filling her bag with large and ripe oranges. I too had many, but the last one was the largest and the sweetest one. Then we left the orchard. Since the place was so wonderful, we left with heavy hearts. While returning, my eyes caught sight of a large orange which kept on tempting me. I could easily imagine how soft, juicy, fragrant, and bumpy that one would have been. I wished I could feel its texture and could hold its pleasant smell forever. From that day on, I always prefer fruits from their natural places. I have eaten oranges many times since then, but they have never tasted as delicious as the ones in the orchard. Now we will move towards exercise, and the first one is to read and match. So we need to match the nouns under column A with the suitable word describing the words in column B. The first noun is orchard. So orchard is a piece of land where there are fruits. So the writer, when she went to the orchard, she felt wonderful because it was a wonderful place. So orchard can be big and small. However, it can't be plummy and pulpy. Orchard is not a honey-filled nectar. An orchard can't look green because she's not talking about any other fruits rather than oranges. So she's going to an orchard of oranges, and oranges are not green. And orchards can be like heaven. So we have two probable options under column B for orchard, because an orchard is a land. So a land can be either big or small, and orchard is a heavenly land. So we are holding this and not answering to orchard. We move towards orange tree. Orange tree can be both big and small. The writer has mentioned that I felt as if the big and small trees were welcoming us, bowing with juicy sweet oranges. So orange tree can be big and small. So once the orange tree is big and small, orchard becomes heaven-like. Further, orange leaves are always green. So let's match it. Now orange juice must be honey-filled nectar because the writer has mentioned that the oranges are plummy and pulpy. She mentions an attractive orange that was the size of a cricket ball seized my eyes. It was plummy and pulpy. So she's describing that an attractive orange was plummy and pulpy. Hence we mark it here plummy and pulpy is oranges, and orange juice is a honey-filled nectar. And we are done with this exercise. Next, we will correct the incorrect statements. The writer is fond of growing oranges. So is this true? No, it is not, because the writer is not fond of growing oranges because she does not have an orange orchard. However, she is fond of eating oranges. So let's correct it. The writer is fond of eating oranges. Next, we have her brother detested oranges. Here, detested means to dislike. The statement is incorrect because her brother liked oranges and enjoyed eating them. She mentions, "My brother enjoyed many oranges sitting in a corner which was just beside the orange tree." So her brother liked oranges so much that he sat beside the orange tree and ate them. So the correct sentence is, her brother liked the oranges. Next, we have orange trees were filled with flowers. Orange trees are obviously filled with oranges rather than flowers. Let's rewrite it as orange trees were filled with sweet oranges, greeny leaves, and prickly thorns. Mother advised them not to eat unripe oranges because they could be bitter. So the correct form of sentence is, Mother advised them not to pick the hard and green oranges as they could be sour. And the final statement to be corrected is, while returning, the writer carried a large and tempting orange. The writer clearly mentions, while returning, my eyes caught a sight of large orange which kept on tempting me. I could easily imagine how soft, juicy, fragrant, and bumpy that one could have been. I wished I could feel its texture and could hold its pleasant smell forever. So while returning, the writer caught sight of a large orange which kept on tempting her. She did not carry it, she just saw the tempting orange. Now we will read and answer the questions. The first question is, where did the writer go in winter vacation? The writer went to Xiangja during her winter vacation. So an elaborated answer could be, the writer went to an orange orchard at Xiangja for winter vacation. The second question is, what advice did the mother give to her children? So the mother advised the children not to pick the hard and green oranges as they could be sour, and also she advised them to respect nature and learn where the food comes from. The final question is, what does the writer remember all the time? The writer remembers the heaven-like orchard and the sweet oranges all the time, as none of the other oranges tasted as delicious as the ones in the orchard. We've come to the end of today's class. I'm leaving you with 2 homework questions. The first question is to describe the sight, smell, taste, and texture of your favorite fruit. And the second question is, if you were in an orchard of your favorite fruit, what would you do? So this is all for today's class. If you have any questions, any suggestions, or anything that you wish to share with us, please feel free to write to us at learning@deerwalk.edu.np. Thanks for watching.